Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class. Today we are the day number 8, no, day number 9 actually, not 8, day number 9 of our class. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Good. To God, everything should be fine. Maybe due to some weather, it said it's been internet connection has been down today. Okay. So yesterday we discussed a lot about foundation data or data in or I can say user group, company, locations, everything we have discussed. Now let me take you on the next part that is important called the preferences. Okay, see, this is what I can say the beauty of ServiceNow. ServiceNow say that every user, if he has a proper or right privileges, can change the stuff at it his or her end and applicable only for his or his or her own view only. What this mean? Let's say I want something different on my instance, on my PDI. When I say on my PDI means as a Atul Grover, if I log in, I want to see something different. But as a Heathal, she want to see something different. What is that something different means? Let's see and understand these preferences. So total 5 preferences given by ServiceNow. Let me do one thing. It's a display is very slow. No, it's good. Okay. Yes, now it's better. Okay. So display means how you want to see the things, see the stuff at your side. So let me click on the display. It says it has few options like how you want to see the form. Let me open this in the other window. And so these are the very minute changes you are able to see. Okay, let's say I'm opening the incident and click open and open this one. Okay, now you can see that in this form, these sections are coming like this, but I don't want section like this. I want section in a sequential order. So go here and undo this property and come back and reload. And this is only applicable for me, not for you. Maybe if Heathal you log in or Hema you log in or Publica you log in and open any incident, you will still able to see the sections the way it has been designed. So now you can see sections become changing. See this one, this one. Maybe some users says no, I love to go for the scrolling. So they can do like this. Something put the line breaks in the list. Let me come back here. In the list means we have to go over the list view. Incident and open. Okay, now you can see there's a no line break in between, right? Now if I enable this property, so disable this property, not enable, disable this property and reload this page. See, it become small. Line break means everything is going in a longer text. You can see like this. Up to you. If you want to see the full length, you can do. If you want to make it as a small section of the line break, you can do by this way. Then I want to see the date format for myself like this. Time and ego. So if you see here, let me open this. Okay, let me put resolved. Let me put date here. Okay, so it is showing like this, and let me save this. And now let's change the format like this. इतने बज के इतने मिनट पहले ऐसा शो होना चाहिए. Okay. Or this is going to be up in the list view. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the list view then. Open. So now you can see here like this. 19 hours ago, 23 hours ago, 5 year ago, 5 year ago, 5 year. Again, because sometimes we get confused that it is DDMMYY or YYMMDD or YYDDMM. And this format helps us to understand that part. So up to you, you want to which format you want, you can do it. So I am happy with this particular format. If you want to set a time zone, your time zone, not the system time zone, I'm saying. System time zone, we can set via system properties, but not this one. So I am staying in Europe, London. So I can put Europe, London. Now, if Hema open an incident or Hetal open an incident, who both are from different locations, but I can see the timings as per my time zone. This is what. Then current page start. So when you log in, we're getting this page, but I don't want this page. I want a dashboards. So now if you open it, and if you log in it again, it will take you on the dashboard pages. So with this property, you have to be logged out and then you can see the dashboards. Then show results from the other menu when filtering the menu items. See this indication. So it means talking about this part. Sorry, this part. Let's say incident. So like it's showing like this way. If you disable this property and reload this page, reloading is required to get the refresh part. This one. See, or this one, I guess. Something is I'm getting confused. Show results from other menu when filtering the menu item. Maybe this one which I'm getting confused. Something is there. Okay, but very minute changes which is not that much quickly to be possible. The problem statement is that, or the point is that why these things given by service now. Why these preferences are required? Because ServiceNow say I am a user-friendly tool and I want to give my users they can enhance their experience the way they want it. This is the one case. Then use complex spacing. Show help tips on the form. Let me come here and open the incident. This one. So if any form, any field has a show help, it will display here only. Even though we don't have any help text here, otherwise it will display on the form level. Okay, so for this, what is your homework now? Your homework is that you have to be read little bit about this particular property or preferences. Maybe on the docs site you can read it, or maybe on the Google you can search it and try to be see what is be happening. Now, important point which I am struggling for the last 2 days. Let me open this incident. Okay. Now let me open this incident at the window. I intentionally did not show you this thing on the day one because I think someone will raise a question. Now, did you notice that there's no navigation bar on the top like this? Yes or no?
Sorry, Atul, can you show me one more time?
Okay. So if you see this incident, there's a no navigation bar on the top.
Right.
The way we have here.
Okay, yeah.
So this thing can be enabled with this property. Always show top navigation. Okay. And now if I reload this, from the last 2-3 days, I'm struggling with this part, but I want to be show you guys so that you know that how this can be done. But again, this is my preferences. If you want to, you don't open this or you don't do this preferences, that's up to you. As a user, up to you. Okay. Then the last one is show ability to quick edit the favorites. This one they're talking about. So now other window is not coming. If you see the grouping window, because this has been disabled. Now if I enable it and reload this page, see this window is coming. So these are the small things which you can see in ServiceNow as a preferences for the user perspective. This is the first part. Second part, let's go. Theme. Very recently ServiceNow bring these 2 themes. One is called the default theme, like Gmail also have, or Google also have dark theme, and you can do dark theme. And let's this. And now you can see dark theme, you can see here. Sorry, let me reload this one. So now you can see this is the dark theme. The only benefit which I see of this dark theme is in the scripting part. Let me show you a benefit of this. Go to the business rule. See, this is the benefit of the dark theme. Here, the functions, the methods, other things will be coming the different colors. Otherwise, personally, I don't want to be in the dark theme. I want the default one. But you can't change anything else in this theme. If you say, no, Atul, can we do some other kind of a theming like Christmas theme or Diwali theme? No, we can't do anything as of now. You can create your new theme. You can change these colors. You can do everything by the feature called theme builder. But you can't do anything else with this particular themes. So I personally go for the default one because I like it. It's white and all good. And this theme is also only applicable for the user who logged in. Now, accessibility. Accessibility means something which make your work a little easy. That is the meaning of the accessibility here. In this, few things I know, few things I don't know. Means I tried, but I never get any success on that particular part. Okay, like show date and time format on the form. Enable it, and let's say now I open the incident. So if you go here and see it is showing date format on the form. Because maybe some users say how to fill or what is the values coming. So I can see that this is the value of coming like this only. Okay. Then replace color with the patterns in the charts and graphs. No idea, literally no idea that I tried it, but I never get success. So, but something is like in the bar in the charts and graphs. So what we can do, we can create a report as well from here. Like the, not is this one. Bar charts. So they say like this, it's showing. These are the patterns like, so like this way we can use it. This is what this property, this is what my understanding says. Enable the shortcut keys, this one, Control C, Control V, Control A. You can enable it with this. Show all buttons without the need of the hover. Hover means when you take your mouse on something and it displays something else, something on that. Show all buttons without need of hover. Let's see what it's saying. Or very minute thing need to be see that what exactly it's doing. It is here or in the list view. Okay, maybe this is show everything. So now you can see these are the coming as a default. Let's see if I enable this property. Still able to see this. Right, okay. So this one. So if you see, if you enable this property, we're able to see like this. Pencil icon and these the two are coming as default. This is what this property says. Enable data table for the charts and graph. Data table is something I can say this incident vagara, but we're able to see this part. Enable data table for charts and graphs. Let's go ahead and see what it's showing. The only thing I can tell you, if you did not practice, you forget like this only. So I did not practice, I forget now that what these properties do. So I can see data table here. It's not possible. Not sure guys about this, that what exactly do. Even though this one reduce motions, it's something coloring or something. No idea. I tried a lot, but I did not get any success on this part. Okay. Enable classic one. Okay, this thing we can show, try to show. If you can see this like this, tab is equal to this buttons, like come on this way. Let's reload this. It's talking about something here or something here. This one means we're making some compact, some accessibility with this part. Enable accessibility in the classics. Tab or like this, it show. Culling code it show basically. Okay, this one. And the last, enable keyboard focus on the truncated text. If it's something truncated, it will show like this, dot, dot, dot. Let's try to see. Incident. Incident open. It's showing something truncated to us. No, everything is full as of now. Otherwise, it should truncated with this dot 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 option. Okay, this is what is again from the user perspective. Let me do this thing and let me remove this because I personally don't like it. Okay. Oh, we missed out this one. This one, right? Load related list with the classic form. Within the form, after the load means we're talking about this thing. When I'm loading this particular incident, do you want to show these lists like this, or you want that user should click and then it should be open? So give a try to this property. Okay, give a try to this property. Now, if I go back here, these two, this is important mainly, this is important, and now this is the last one. Debugging is also important, but it is mainly from the user perspective. Okay. For the notification, I'm not able to see you guys today. Not sure why. Maybe due to connection issue or something. Okay. If you notice that, let's say if you book or you order something from Amazon or maybe from some e-commerce website, you get an email. Thank you for booking your order or placing your order. Your order has been placed and all the things will be there. But I, as a user, I don't want to receive an email of the order book. I am interested to get an email only and only for the order dispatch. It can be case, right? But I don't want to be 100 emails. I would just want 2 or 3 emails. But system is sending the emails. So in this case, a user can set the notification preferences. This is something very much important. If you think from the practical perspective, let's see, Hima or Hital is or Prabalika is working as a very high position in the company, senior manager or the director level. Do you think that you will love to receive a lot of emails from the system? Yes or no?
No.
If someone in your project, very junior, is raising a request, do you want to receive that email? Definitely no. So what you can do, you can set your preferences under this. Under this means you can decide that what type of email you want to receive, what type of email you don't want to be received. So it says in the general setting, total 313 emails sent by system. Custom is there's no custom or created by user as of now. Okay. Active email is 1, next experience 1, and workspace is 1. Let's come back and see here. Okay. Email. It says that what is your primary email? Maybe I have 2 emails. One I have only for ServiceNow purpose and one I have only for my official purpose. So I can set up here that what is my primary email. But I'm not getting an option here for the make a changes, right? So what I will do, I'll go here and advanced preferences. This is very important because your customer asks this question to you. Hema, can you tell me that how I can disable or set the preferences or email? Yes. So it says number 1 that system sends a lot of emails to me. Let me set up the delivery channel. On which ID you want to receive an email? Add. Basic or schedule. Maybe you can schedule it as well. That okay, I want emails only from this time to this time only, not other than that. Channel name is, let's say, LNG, and email address. I can put my email address and I can schedule it that I want to receive email only for this particular time period. on this email ID. Like some people has a habit. Specifically, I notice in UK or Europe as well that the time you move out from the office after the office hours, they disable the emails, they disable the official SMS. That now I don't want any SMS should be come to me. This is what you can do this part, and you can decide that when you want your emails to be triggered and you don't want your emails should not be triggered. So we can put a schedule for that one as well. That is the one thing. Okay. Now if I come here, if you custom, okay, if you see that set, these are the criterias or these are the categories. Notification to start using ML, training failure, training successful means if these kind of events happen, would you like to receive the email? I said no, I don't want to receive any email like this. Close everything. But I want to receive an email for the approvals. So let's say for the change. So here you can decide it. If any change unscheduled, please send an email to me and I can decide like this. You want to primary? Yes, on the primary. Schedule? No. ये तो मुझे हमेशा चाहिए. I want this to everybody every time. If someone requests you for the cab delegation, you want to receive email? Yes, I want. Any schedule? No. I want this email every time. So you can decide this. This is like a important one. Change assigned to me. If any change get assigned to me, do you want to receive an email? Yes, irrespective of the time, in the morning, day, afternoon, office hours, out of office hours, anytime I want to receive an email. It means, in short, if I say that this is the area, this is the domain where user can do all these setups for his own purpose. Like senior managers or directors don't want to receive a small emails. Even though they're the part of the distribution list, but still they don't receive it. So if the systems are sending any email, we can define or we can do these kind of preferences as per the need. It is very much important topic from the consulting perspective as well. A lot of customers demand this thing. Can you tell me that how I can enable or disable the preferences, how I can do set up my emails? Because I'd give you the example. Or let's say I give you example, one important example. Let's say we all 6 people say let's go for a party, let's go for a dinner. And I said, okay guys, everybody will bring his own family as well. So total now we are 30 people. Let's take example, 30 people. Now we go to a restaurant. We all 30 has been settled out. And he must say, sir, I will put the order for everybody. Okay, you can go ahead. She called to the waiter and she said, okay, that boss, please bring 10 dal makhani, 10 paneer, 50 butter naan, 5 rice, 10 raitas. Okay. Because her thought was nobody should be left out. Everybody should get enough one. But at the later stage, what happened? Out of 10 paneer, 4 paneers were untouched. Even did nobody open touch it because 6 paneers or the 6 that curries are sufficient. This is what happened with our customers as well. When we implement the service now, they say, no, I want email for this, everything I need an email. But when we set up the emails, they start using the Outlook rule. All the system driven email is going to some folder only. And then they come back after 5 months, 6 months. No, Atul, we want to be minimize or optimize these emails. A lot of emails are coming here. This is what is happen here. So We can say, okay, there are multiple ways to do. Or someone says, no, no, Atul, I'm receiving 100 of mails in a day. Yeah. Can you do something for me? I said, okay, you can set up the preferences that what email you want. System will send you, but you will not receive in your mailbox because you're setting up your preferences there. This is what the benefit or the purpose of the email notification preferences. Clear? Question, doubt, clarification. Yes, guys, any doubt, any question? Hema, Pravalika, please speak because I'm not able to see you guys today, so better to speak yes or no.
I'm clear so far, Atul. Thanks.
Good. Good. So little bit read about this one because this is little important for everybody to be understand. Specifically, either you are a developer or an architect or a consultant. This question can be come to you at any point of time. And it's a next experience. Do you want to show the banner like this? I said, cross it. Do you want to show the count on this bell icon? You can say yes or no. Notification toast banner action. Top right here only or top left. Let's see. I'm not sure that, but let's give a try. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा इससे तो यार. Not sure what will be happening with this property, but something because I never tried on this part. Okay, so this is what the fourth one, and the fifth one is mainly when you are working as a developer. You need to be see that how I can test, how I can not test basically, how I can debug my code. Code is not working, compilation is doing well, but it's not showing the expected results. So ServiceNow provide a script debugger. We have a automation testing as well, ATF. Maybe a little bit we can discuss on that part. UX source map. I have no idea about this because I never work as a developer. Okay, it's open something like this that where this mapping is there. What happened? Not sure. Maybe sooner or later we'll find this. Let me enable this property. Okay, and CMake developer tool for a debugging purpose. This is for the scripts part. When you work on the client script, business tools kind of things, then you open this and you can see that how my scripting is working. And this is something new. I'm sure that ServiceNow added, which I have no idea. Some extension you have to be installed and then you can use it. Again, it's a way to debug this thing. Okay. Clear about all these preferences? Doubt, question, clarification? Yes or no?
Clear, sir.
Hital, Tarika,
Clear.
Jogendra, Nazam. Is Nazam on the call?
No, not today.
So Pravalika, Hema, Hital and Jogendra is there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Chaliye. So now the first level of navigation has been completed here. We have done the banner frame, we have done menus, we have done context build, we have done this thing, global search, update sets, and sidebar, questions, bell icon, and the preferences. Now let me take you the second level of navigation. If you see, we did not did much in the service now as of now. We are just very small portion of this part, but these are required to navigate in the system. Tomorrow, I don't want that you know that how to open an incident. You are still going here and searching it. You should know that how to open it quickly. Now, what second level navigation says? Let me show you the agenda here. So we are going to discuss about the list view and the form view and the filters. Okay, let come this side. When you open any module, these are the modules. These are the application, and under that call the module. Module means the actual, by clicking that something is happening, something is opening. That is called the module. So like in a calculator, what are the modules? Plus, minus, subtract, divide, percentage. These are the modules. By clicking this, some action is happening. So now the thing is that if I open any module, let's say open, you should have a thought in mind. Atul, why only this page is opening? If I go and click on the create new, let me open the new window. Why this page is open? Is this something, if you mention like create new means कुछ नया बनाना है? Is it something work with the English, or is something which has some configuration? See, this is what I want to. This is what the intention to start these batches actually. I'm not a developer. I'm not a technical guy. Very clearly, I'm not a technical guy. But I want to tell to my users, to my participants, that they understand that how this will be happening. ServiceNow is a tool. That's okay. This is a platform. That's fine. But it is not a rocket science. Everything which you can see here is a configuration. Everything is a configuration. Something has been written somewhere that it is becoming. And you have to bring your thought now. अरे कहाँ से आ रहा है यार ये? देखो, now if you click on the open, this page open. If you click on this open unassigned, same page open, but with this different condition. Now if you click here and click on the result, this condition is there, but page is coming still same. This is what you have to be know now. It is not English, it is a configuration, and this thing we will do when we reach on the table topics, possibly next week. Okay, so now let's understand this part. So when you open any record, sorry, any module in this format, this is called the list view, number one, and this is called the form view. Either filled, either unfilled, either saved, either unsaved. But when you see this, when you see the fields like this, it is called the form view, and this is called the list view. Now, if I give you the Excel sheet, in that Excel, I give you the 200 students data. And I say, okay, now tell me out of this 200, how many are male, how many female, how many students has done his graduation, how many students are belong to urban area, how many students whose birth is of month of January or February or March or April, how many students whose percentage is more than 70%. These are called the operations, filters you have to put it. Right? What you say, guys, right? These are nothing but these are the filters need to put it to get the results. Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
These yes and no. I need this yes and no because I want to make sure that you guys are not sleeping. So now these kind of operations we can do on the list view, not on the form view. If I show you this form and I say, okay, can you tell me that how many students who done the graduation? Sir, ये तो एक ही form है, इस पे कैसे मिलेगा? But the same information you can get it from the list view. And this is what we are going to be discussed now. out of the 69 records, here is 69. Don't get confused कि मुझे इतनी गिनती कैसे कर ले 69. I want to see that how many incident in the new state. So what we can do, we can go here, click here, put asterisk and put new, enter. I can see 15 records. And did you notice, let me do a change here, quick change. Now it's be clear. Did you notice that this become change? Now I want to see how many are of the priority planning. Out of 15, it become 8. So total 16 was there. Out of 16, 15 were in the new state, and out of 16, 8 are in the planning. And these are different category, right? Okay. And assignment group is, let's say, network. Only one. सर आप तो बढ़िया निकले, तो मजेदार काम है. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to see. This is the one way to do the work. Second way, let's click on the all. Okay. Now the one more thing. I want to, sir, I don't want to see the planning. I want to see that how many incidents are in the new state and assigned to network team. अब ये तो होगा नहीं कि भाई इसको सारे को काटा मारो. So what we do, we just go and click like this. Remove condition. Your condition has been removed. And state is new. And this. Sir, how you know that it is AND condition? So what we can do now, let me remove everything from here. And let me show the second part or the second way. You can click on this. What this called? Anybody idea? This particular symbol?
Filter.
No, not printer. This is called, sorry,
Filter.
not filter. This is called funnel icon.
Oh, okay.
Very famous icon in the ServiceNow domain. Okay, click on this funnel icon. And these three lines called additional actions. If you're on the list view, it is called the list control. But if you see on this form one, like this, let me reload this again. See, it is called additional icons. Now click here on the funnel icon. What you want to do here? I want state is. This is your field. This field is called the operator. This is called the operators. The operators will be different for the different type of fields. Sir, matlab, let me tell you. So you can see like this, is not one of, is empty, not empty, less than and greater than, anything like this. If I click on one more condition, let's say put end, and I put the created, because this is a date format, and here you can see more options. So your operators will be different as per the type of the field, as per the data type of the field, not the type, data type of the field. So now I want to see that state is in progress and click on the run. Now you can see here. Click again this funnel icon and here or and assignment group. See, when you see this icon, double lines and arrow, it means if you want, you can get the fields of assignment group as well. So don't get worried as of now. When we start this incident management change or the table level discussions, then these things will get more clear. What is your homework for today? Your homework for today, and it is, you can do in my PDA. You have what the homework for today: open incident, change, problem, request, any table you open it in the list view and try to do a filtration, multiple type of filtrations. Assigned to this, priority is this, color is this, category is this, and all the things will be there. So assignment group is assignment group, or let me do, okay, assignment group, field name, assignment group name, name is, or let's say start with. अब मुझे नहीं पता, now I can say in my class there are girl name called Hemali, let's say this, but I'm not sure that what is the right spelling. Like if I say Ritesh, now the spelling of Ritesh can be different. Ritesh, Reetsh, Reteish. So multiple people write with the multiple ways. I give you my example. It is somewhere when I was in the class 8th, 2000, not 2000, 98 somewhere I was that time. So I was getting a tuition from an English teacher. Okay, just to be get my class work to be done properly and all things. Okay, because my schooling is completely from the Hindi medium. Okay, so the day I reached there, that sir was very old that time. He asked me, "What's your name?" I said, "My name is Atul." Now, if I ask you, what is the spelling of my name? Sir, बहुत easy, आपको तो नाम ही बहुत छोटा सा है. ATUL, right? Right?
Yes.
Easy and simple.
Yeah.
But my sir says your name should, I said ATUL. He says no. The right spelling for your name is ATUUL. Now can you believe me? I said, no, sir, I'm writing this 80. No, it's wrong. As per the Hindi you're writing, your name should be ATUUL. Atul. Or someone says Atul. ATULH. Mainly from the south part of India, they put H. Okay, so now I'm not sure that how this name starts. So I say name should be started with SER. It can be server, it can be survey desk, and run. So now you can see only because we have only one group that is called the service desk as of now. So we can see SER like this. Atul, इसका मतलब every time we have to be go here and we have to be do like this. नहीं. Let's go to the third way. Remove everything. Click all. We are smart enough. We are smart enough. And we use, for the search, we use the wild characters. Wild character means usage of asterisk and percentage. Like if I say star means name contains. If I put name ends with. If I put percentage before, if I put percentage at the end. Name starts with. So it is you have to be decided how quickly you want to do. I remember the example of the KBC when that all 5 or 10 consistent were there and they are doing the answering for the hot seat. Fastest finger. This is what the fastest finger means. You can do this, you can do this, up to you, you want to do. If I tell you one more example, one more way, all. I want to see all the incidents which are in the new state. By searching this we done, by searching this we done. Now option, right click, show matching. Your work done. See, anything change here? No. I want to see all the categories of, I don't want to see other than software. So filter out. इसको हटा दो. Like this. Not equal to. You want to see? Click here. Category is not. So this is up to you how want to be used. Searching is very powerful here. Now the last point, Atul, do we have only these many fields on the incident table? If I ask maybe Hema or Pravalika or Jogendra or Heetal, what are your attributes? Atul, my name, my surname, my middle name, my father name, my mother name, my address, my qualification, my salary, my address, my hobbies, my friends, my skill set, my structure, like a physical appearance, all the things which we can say, my body structure, then my mind structure or the mind skill sets kind of things. So how many are there? 15, 20, 30, 40 attributes you can tell. 100 of attributes you can tell. So do you think that incident only have these 10 attributes? No. Click on this. These many fields are available on incident form. These many. Control A, move and see. Now see. Welcome in service now. Now, what is your homework for today? Don't go for the change. You will get confused because change has more than this one. Incident, I guess only have 40 or 50 fields, but change has more than 60 or 70 fields. Don't go for the change, go for the incident only. Try to do the filtration on the date, on the category, on the number, short description. I want to see all the records which contain the word email. Star email. Not equal to email. Start with asterisk, sorry, with email word. See. End with email word. And now once you've done this part, give a try here. Try to create favorite. I don't want to go for the spoon feeding, guys. I'm opening the platform for you now. And it's already open. I want you to do the troubleshooting. So what is your homework for today? You have to see these preferences, number one, and second, do this field search on the list view and go through these options: view, filter, group by, show, refresh list, and create. And also See the power of right click. What is be happening? What is the meaning of the show matching? Filter out. Archive record. Don't click archive record. It will be not available otherwise. Assign to me, anything like this you can do. When we buy a new phone, specifically if you are an Android lover and you're going to the iPhone, we spend hours and hours to see that phone, to navigate in that phone, sorry. Why? Because we want to know about more that phone. Bring that zeal, bring that craze now for the service now. These are the only basic things. Atul, can we change the order of this sequence? Why not? Go here. हो गया sequence change. See, this is what you have to explore now. See, it's not only me. You go for any training, anybody else training as well. Every trainer show you only these things because we as a trainer want you to explore the tool more, not us. हमें तो पता ही, हम तो रोज करते हैं, हमारा तो रोज का काम है ये. You should tell me that Atul, this is another way that we can do a searching. Tried this as well. Natural language processing. Give a try, no problem. मैंने बोला ना कि ये पीडीए इसमें कुछ नहीं खराब होगा. I want to search incident of the priority 1. Type here and see what is happening. Little bit time we will take to go up to the table level because as of now these things are unknown to you, not much. But when we started the table discussions, you know that okay, how this thing has been built up, how this thing has been configured. Then your work will be done very easily. Question verification. Hital, Hema, Pravalika, and Jogendra. Any doubt, any question, any clarification, guys? Yes or no?
No, sir.
ठीक है. Let me stop the recording and we'll take a quick attendance now.